So when it comes to the government, in public, they love electric vehicles. Yay! But when it comes to the government in private, well, it turns out that they absolutely hate them. Because you can see on screen here, this is one of my Freedom of Information requests. But this one's a little bit different, because this is to the Department for Energy, Security and Net Zero. That's Ed Miliband's unit. You know, Captain Electric Car. Whereas these numbers, which I'm going to show you in a moment, these numbers are the complete opposite of that. So keep that in mind. Department for Energy, Security and Net Zero. These people are liars. It should be... To be fair, all government departments could just be the Department for Liars. But what I wanted to know, I said, what proportion of vehicles rented or leased by the department were electric vehicles in each of the last 3 years? So like I said, I wanted to know how many EVs they rented. And I also wanted to know the total number of vehicles rented in the same time. So that way I could get the EV numbers, compare them against the regular numbers, and we'll be able to see, you know, are these people really going all electric? They're called net zero. They want you to go net zero. Them? Whoa. You come on. This isn't your first video here. You know how this works. Because again, one more time, to the Department for Energy, Security and Net Zero, in fiscal year 2023 to 24, a total of 101 vehicles were hired, none of which were electric. So that's zero. Like, zero, you know, you don't have to be great at maths. 0%. Net zero. It is net 0%, do you know what I mean? But in fiscal year 2024 to 25, it said that they've got 149 vehicle hires, including 6 electric vehicles. So again, they want you to go all electric. You know, they're going to put schemes in place. ULEZ, regular leses. Again, not my next door... Not my next door neighbours. Not them. And they want to try and make your life difficult if you don't go along with these schemes. They also want, like, with the ULEZ, they wanted you to scrap your vehicle, just so we could go along with their net zero policy. Whereas they're not doing it themselves. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, same as me. I was thinking, hopefully they've got a good explanation for all of this. You know, 6 electric vehicles out of 149. For the Department of Energy, Security and Net Zero. I'll never get over that. So they say that the availability of electric vehicles for hire depends on the number of such vehicles in the enterprise fleet at the specific branch. So basically they just, you know, enterprise ain't got them. And it just really makes you wonder, because they want you to change your life. And they want to make things difficult for you. Whereas, like, I've just been on Enterprise's website. Right, they've got a lot of electric cars. You don't struggle to find them. Trust me, they can rent them. If they really wanted to, they could rent them. They've got all sorts of electric vehicles on there, up and down the country. But like I said, they want to try and make your life difficult by putting all of these rules in place. Whereas, what would they have to do? Just change the contract? Just go with Hertz or someone like that? You know, they just, we can't change the government contract, guys. I mean, come on. You know, they're working with Enterprise. They can't change that. You can have a heat pump installed in your house. And you can also have solar panels wedged on the top of it. And they can also force you to pay £12.50 to drive into your capital city. And Ed Miliband is going to try and tell people all of that. Whilst apparently they can't either find an electric... I found one in like 30 seconds. It's not hard. Or they can't even change the government contract. So... They could use multiple. It's the government. They can negotiate. What's going on? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe it. The Department for Energy and Net Zero rented 149 vehicles, but only 6 were electric. Net zero. I was banging my head against a wall. I couldn't believe it. Net zero, 6 electric vehicles. And you know, like me and you, we can do what we want. We're not the Department for Net Zero. If we were, then maybe we should start doing more electric vehicles. But we're not. Me and you, we're not claiming to be that. We're absolutely fine. But they want to call themselves Net Zero, and they're not going to do it themselves? Come on. That dynamic is hilarious. That to me. It's like a TV show, isn't it? You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. And like I said, it's my freedom of information request as well. So this is information which nobody has seen before. Like brand new. So if you enjoy that level of value, rather than just reading you the top page of GB News, then I would highly recommend to subscribe, because you ain't going to believe what I've got for tomorrow.
This country has gone crazy.